again, welcome to the love and light that is Unity of Lawrence. I'm so grateful you are all here. As you are aware, in Unity we begin everything with prayer. Let's take a centering breath and open to the divine that is within all of us. And listen to this prayer. We celebrate the divine source that lives and breathes within us. We accept ourselves without judgment and accept each other. We acknowledge our place in the environment and care for our sacred mother. We carry light, share peace, and live in joy and thanksgiving. And so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there is anything in your heart to be held in prayer, we invite you to see a chaplain following today's service at the front of the sanctuary. Please join Holly in singing Witness.
Good morning. All right, why don't we stand together? This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I meant to be. Sing that with me. This day is a witness to my sacred purpose, to all that I meant to be. Letting it in, letting it flow, letting it go where it will go, letting the power of your presence show the way. Letting it in, letting you know, I'm letting you lead that I might follow, being a witness to your presence every day. All right, let's greet some of those monsters around. This soul is a witness to my holy purpose, to all that I'm born to be. This soul is a witness to my holy purpose, to all that I'm born to be. We're letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go where it will go, letting the power of your presence show the way. Letting it in, letting you know, I'm letting you lead that I might follow, being a witness to your presence every day. I'm being a witness to your presence every day.
Thank you, Holly. Whew. Now, of course, it is time for Unity Intentions. Please affirm with me Unity's founding principle together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement. Together, united in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And now our Unity of Lawrence mission statement. Together, we are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. Bob Sima and Shannon Plummer met with a little luck from St. Patrick on March 17, 2012. Little did they expect the marriage of souls that have connected their individual and collaborative gifts on all levels. They are just as committed to their own personal spiritual development as they are to supporting each other through their blind spots to find a harmony of beingness as partners in life and mission. Both possessing a creative intelligence that complements and infinitely weaves with each other, they navigate internal trials by outwardly sharing and expressing the universal truths that have come to and through them. Their offerings of music, poetry, journey, keynote presentations, workshops, retreats, life coaching, and shamanic healing sessions are their ministry. A ministry whose mission is to provide creative arts, education, and experiences that activate compassionate love within the self and the collective. Their 5013C is called Where the Light Gets In, to remind everyone that an activated heart must first be cracked for the light to enter and ultimately express as a full living potential. Wow. Welcome, Bob and Shannon.
Good morning, Unity of Lawrence.
Good morning.
We're so grateful to be with you. We have never been in your Sunday service, but we've been there on frivolity evenings for concerts.
That's right.
And yeah, we really enjoyed being with you guys on our 5.5-week road trip. You were the second to last event, and we just appreciate you guys coming out. So good to be with you this morning. The sun is overhead, standing tall. I should have left at dawn, and now half the day is gone. I got my suitcase loaded for all kinds of weather. I took a shortcut out of town, and now our cars are stuck together, and I can't wait to find
the perfect time of year to talk about what does your lantern illuminate? It's time for a road trip. What is the very first thing we do? We get our map in our lap and a plan in our head. We make sure everything is spelled out for us to successfully reach our destination. But what happens between point A and point B can often be the most important moments of the journey and affect the experience at the final destination. MentalFloss.com shares a version of the legend of Jack, who has inspired what we know today as Jack-o'-lantern. Stingy Jack, often described as a blacksmith, invited the devil to join him for a drink. Stingy Jack didn't want to pay for the drinks from his own pocket and convinced the devil to turn himself into a coin that could be used to settle the tab. The devil did so, but Jack skipped out on the bill and kept the devil coin in his pocket with a silver cross so that the devil couldn't shift back to his original form. Jack eventually let the devil loose, but made him promise that he wouldn't seek revenge on Jack and wouldn't claim his soul when he died. Later, Jack irked the devil again by convincing him to climb up a tree to pick some fruit, then carved a cross in the trunk so that the devil couldn't climb back down. Apparently, the devil is a sucker. Jack freed him again on the condition that the devil once again not take revenge and not claim Jack's soul. When Stingy Jack eventually died, God would not allow him into heaven, and the devil, keeping his word, rejected Jack's soul at the gates of hell. Instead, the devil gave him a single burning coal to light his way and sent him off into the night to find his own hell. Jack put the coal into a carved-out turnip and has supposedly been roaming the earth with it ever since. Back to the lyrics of Bob's song. My headlights only show me just what I need to see. They don't let me get too far ahead of myself because I'm right where I need to be. We may have a destination planned, but the only way to get there is following the part of the path that you can see in each moment. We make innumerable choices along the way. We can attempt to bypass or cut corners, but we will always have to find our way back to the intended path to reach the planned destination. And our decisions made along the way will inevitably join us when we reach point B. Even with the end in mind, we still have to experience everything that leads us to that moment. The question is, are our eyes so focused on the destination, the prize, that we miss everything in between? In the epic Sanskrit poem of ancient India, Arjuna is being taught archery by his guru along with other students. The guru, Dronacharya, hung a wooded crow from a tree branch and then summoned his students, telling the students to aim for the crow's eye, but first to explain what they see. The first student approaches and the teacher asks the student, "What do you see?" The student says, "I see the garden, the trees, the flowers, everything." The teacher asks the student to step aside and not to shoot. He asked the next student and was told something similar. "I see the air and the leaves blowing in the wind." The guru asks a few more students, and they all have similar replies. Then came Arjuna. When Arjuna was asked what he saw, he said, "The only thing I can see is the crow's eye." The guru said, "Release your bow." And Arjuna hit the crow in the middle of his eye. So the question is, what are we so hyper-focused on that we might miss the mark that is hanging right in front of us? What is your focus, your lantern illuminating for you? I'm going to invite you into a meditation. Simply find a comfortable position for your body. Allow yourself to feel your inhale fully, to feel the exhale fully. And with each inhale, you sink deeper and deeper into the chair that you're sitting in. And with each exhale, you expand your consciousness further and further and further beyond your physical space. I invite you to glimpse into a situation that you might have made different choices. If you had opened to the larger picture that was illuminated before you, what might you have done differently? Not better, not worse, just differently. Hone in on that situation. Pull in all the people involved, your physical surroundings of that scenario, what led up to that moment, and ask yourself this. Did you miss anything that you can now find as obvious if you had turned your lantern onto it? And after we make our way through scenarios and situations, when we take a moment to look back, the lesson is the illumination. Having gone through that situation, any situation, we are constantly learning if we are willing to turn on the light for a moment and reflect. Reflect our thoughts, reflect our words, reflect in our behavior of that moment. What is the lesson for us? What does your lantern illuminate about the situation?
The best days are not planned, spontaneous, hand in hand, and the human touch felt and seen surely beats the TV screen. Real smiles, they sneak up, cheeks move to the sentiment of my words, and the tiny little miracles are captured in the light on her face. You can build your life on what tomorrow brings. You complicate the simplest things, and you can hold your eyes fixed on the prize. You'll It's fully invested right from the start. It never shies away. I look for something better, where you can build your life on what tomorrow brings, and you complicate the simplest things, and you can hold your eyes fixed on the prize. You'll never see what's in the periphery. Right there between the lines and the cracks in the floor and up on this dusty shelf, it's a photo, and in the background is a little girl just standing all by herself. In the best days are not planned, careless tracking and slipping, and ticking of the time, ending with the most beautiful sunset ever seen. You can build your life on what tomorrow brings, and you complicate the simplest things, and you can hold your eyes fixed on the prize, but you'll never see what's in the periphery. The periphery.
So as you shine your lantern and you light up and illuminate that which is sitting on the periphery, what is it that is speaking to you? What message is coming to you? What would you miss without the illumination from the light, the source? I invite you to reconnect to the feeling of the inhale moving through your nose and into your body, and the exhale flowing out of your nose and into the space between. Continue to breathe, fully present in your body, fully present to the messages received. And I invite you back in the space, the physical space where you are. What is your lantern illuminating? This time of year is ripe for connections to the spirit world. We want to welcome in those who wish to send us messages through the veil, yet ward off those who have undesirable intentions. At this time of year, we have been taught to don our spaces with carved pumpkins and scarecrows and ghosts. We encourage children to dress up and go trick-or-treating. Even if we don't understand the origins of Halloween, we have bought into the symbolism of the All Hallows Eve celebration. Without the true end in mind, we actually get lost in the periphery of the commercialism and activities we have come to learn. We have lost sight of the prize or the final destination. That does not change the intention or the outcome. When we follow these traditions, we are encouraging the, quote, evil spirits to stay away as we welcome in those benevolent messages from departed ones on the other side. The question is, are you ready and available to receive those messages? All Souls Day was intended to honor those souls who have left this three-dimensional plane. In taking the time to celebrate when the veils are thin between worlds, the messages can come through in visceral fashion. They may be scent that passes under your nose to remind you of a family elder. It may be a symbol that continues to present repetitively over the next few days. It may be a nudge to open your keepsake box and review some photographs or other memorabilia from an old friend. The spirit world is clever and, most importantly, relentless when they want us to receive a message from them. What is your lantern illuminating? On this road trip of life, we follow our headlights at times. Sometimes we get lost in the periphery. Sometimes we miss everything around us because we are so focused on the goal. One thing that does not become affected is our memory of loved ones that we have said goodbye to in physical form. It is rarely the details of their lives that we recall, as devilish or as angelic as they may have been. Our recall is about how they lived their life, how they made us feel, how they influenced us, how they challenged us, how they hurt us, and how they loved us. However they showed up was part of the road trip we shared with them. In reality, they have given away little pieces of themselves to us along the journey. The fun of the human brain is that we can illuminate their presence within us however we choose. I hold hope that we can find the lessons and the blessings that they shared regardless of the package they delivered it with. What is your lantern illuminating? This time of year is a time to honor all those souls who have moved out of their body but remain in our consciousness. The good, the bad, the indifferent. If there was a memory made, the moment was significant to our growth as we show up today and as our potential evolution who could show up tomorrow. What is your lantern illuminating? I want to share a poem with you. To hear never heard sounds, to see never seen colors and shapes, to try to understand the imperceptible power pervading the world, to fly and find pure ethereal substances that are not of matter, but of that invisible soul pervading reality. To hear another soul and to whisper to another soul. To be a lantern in the darkness or an umbrella in a stormy day. To feel much more than know. To be the eyes of an eagle slope of a mountain. To be a wave understanding the influence of the moon. To be a tree and read the memory of the leaves. To be an insignificant pedestrian on the streets. On the streets of crazy cities, watching. To be a smile on the face of another and shine in their memory as a moment saved without planning.
Tell me what is the measure of life well done? Tell me how you count an uncountable sum, a collection of your minutes, your hours and your days, the number of heartbeats, breaths in the line
I surely hope that this message and the music and the lyrics and the notes in between have inspired you this morning. I hope that you have a different perspective and you walk through the world maybe shining that lantern on something a little different than you would have before.
I'm sure they did. They will, and they are. Beautiful talk. Thank you. And we appreciate you guys inviting us into your center and your church. And just wanted to offer the website below. And one of the things that has happened with the pandemic and doing these is that we can reach many more people. But one of the other things is that we don't have our CD table sitting in your lobby. So if you just look at the website below, that's our CD table. So consider it in your lobby. And we would love to offer some of that music to you. And please go to that website as well and just enter your email, and you can receive a 5-day free musical journey, which is 5 songs, 5 spiritual practices over 5 days. So we have many ways to interact, and we would love to get your email and send you those 5 free days. So anyway, we thank you, we bless you, we
Thank
appreciate you.
Now it is a time of thanks and offering. As our ushers come forward for our time of thanks, I invite you to join me as we hold our gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Yay.
May I walk all day long. May I walk through the seasons. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk. May I walk. May I walk, may I walk, may I walk, may I walk, may I walk in peace. May I walk in peace.
If you would like to use a debit card or credit card, please stop by the office, or you can give online via PayPal. As our ushers come forward, here is our prayer of thanks. Please listen. Grateful, grateful, grateful. We bless the flow of good that supports our Unity community. We bless the givers who give their time, talent, and treasure. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth only to return again and again, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, ushers. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, everyone. Now it's that exciting time of the day for announcements. Announcements. Okay, sorry. A special welcome to our guests today. Thank you for joining us. If you are here for the first time, please pick up a welcome packet in the lobby. And we would love to see you here again and again and again and again. The Lunch Bunch is meeting at Thai Diner at 2223 let's start again. The Lunch Bunch is meeting at Thai Diner at 2223 Louisiana Street. All are welcome. There is a weekly open meditation group in the sanctuary that meets on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. The sessions are open to all and are very beneficial for beginners. Phil Rogers has practiced and taught meditation in various forms for over 50 years. Everyone is invited. Masks are required. Join us for the Unity's Book Club meeting this Thursday, November 4th at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom to discuss Chapter 8 of the book, Creating a World That Works for All by Sharif Abdullah. For the Zoom link to the meeting, please go to our website, unityoflawrence.org, or look for the event on our Facebook page. Join us in November for a new membership class for all who are interested. Reverend Edna Mosier will be conducting the class on Zoom. For more information, pick up a flyer in the lobby or contact Reverend Edna at revedna@gmail.com. And I'd like to put a plug in for this. Even if you've done the class, this is an awesome opportunity to really get more in depth on the principles. And for those of you who've never done the class, please come join us and become members of our Unity community. Fourth Sunday Drum Circle will begin November 28th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. in the sanctuary. This is a monthly drum circle open to anyone interested in the spiritual practice. Bring your own drum or any percussion instrument to join in or just come and listen. Everyone is invited. Masks are required. Please join us next week as Robin Goff, licensed Unity teacher, brings us the message, Shedding Your Skin. What do we do when we no longer fit the old story? Special music with John Keck. Now it's time to sing in our youth.
In the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
Good morning. The kids today talked about their brightest future. We listed off all the things that people think are bad and what benefit is it, such as blackened bananas that become banana bread, lemons that become lemonade, lemon pie, and all things like lemon, as well as even like winter weather and what that does for like clearing out the pollen, preparing the ground for spring. And so they made a before and after, thinking about all things are working for their good. So that's their lesson today.
Thank you, Danica. Okay, congregation, it's time to bless our youth. Let's rub our hands together and say, you are, oh no, we are, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. Yes, thank you. Because our mission, because our vision is celebrating a peaceful, abundant world for all, let us all join in and sing the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God.